Your most recent love interest, what was the one thing they did that first sparked your attraction?
My current boyfriend, he's just sexy, and I saw him, and I wanted to eat him up.
Women often are attracted to confident men. Have the most confident men ultimately met your expectations?
Um, my current one, yes, but other ones, absolutely not. All disappointed me
If not, why are women so fixated on a confident man?
because who wants a shy man? I feel like I am very outgoing. I don't want someone who's timid.
Why are men expected to be confident by women who seem so insecure?
That's a great question.
Double
It's just
standards.
what generates attraction initially because it's like I think it's just an instinct that women have, like feminine energy looking for that masculine energy.
I am honestly not quite sure why women are so into a confident man. I personally think that it has always come with narcissism and a lot of other
What?
issues like that.
That's
I
crazy.
think we find security in that.
Can you be more specific? What do you mean?
Hmm. I think since as a woman who is insecure, I think I feel more secure with a confident man.
That's rare for a woman to be accountable and say, "Hey, listen, I know," because most women swear for God they are more secure in themselves than men. Most women swear for God, men are insecure about everything. But for a woman to actually acknowledge that she's insecure, shout out to her. But the first woman talked about confident guys. I've already said that, guys, the woman you want, the woman you are with, she has been with a good, confident, tall type of guy she always wanted, but she wasn't able to keep him. What makes you think she's gonna stay with you? What makes you different from the other guys?
Why are there women who know they're pretty, know they can get men? Why are they insecure? What are they insecure about?
Hmm. I think social media plays a huge role into that. As someone who is constantly scrolling, I see fake pictures online, and I think that plays a big role into it.
Do you believe that less attractive people tend to have more meaningful relationships?
Absolutely, because I think they find personality more attractive than the looks itself.
Yeah, the whole thing of most men would rather be with a woman who they consider a 6 or a 7 out of 10, who's nicer to them, rather than with a 9 or a 10, who's like argumentative and mean and masculine and always nagging. That's true long term. Now, is there a group of men who would rather a woman who's so beautiful but she's mean to them, but they would stay with her because she's so beautiful? Yeah, but long term, if a man really values his peace, he would rather be with a woman who's like average looking but gives him peace.
So if you want to have more meaningful relationships, why would you want to be attractive?
Hmm. I don't know, personally, when I look for a man, I don't look for attraction. I look at the personality, the heart, and all that good stuff.
Does a woman's level of physical attractiveness affect her behavior and potential for status?
Oh, you're gonna get me canceled. um, yes, 100%. I feel as if most, not all, but most beautiful women use it and take advantage of other people. I used to do so I can say that. I'm retired.
I
Accountability.
feel that
Wow.
it's easier for attractive women to get higher status, but they can also become very shallow, and ultimately it will be their downfall because all they're relying on is their looks.
Is the pressure greater on men to be successful or on women to be beautiful?
I feel like a man should always be successful. I think that many women in this world are beautiful, but at the same token, we should be able to rely on our partners. So I definitely would feel like probably more pressure on a man.
Definitely, 100%. Because for men to be successful, it takes lots of years and hard work and consistency and challenges, mental breakdowns. But then you gotta stand on your own 2 feet because nobody really cares if you're not productive as a man. But for a woman, just looking good, really, she was born looking. She looks good now. I know she has some makeup, but for me, she's still a pretty conventionally good-looking women. And some of you guys, stop calling me a simp just because I compliment a woman. All right, if she's a good-looking woman, she's a good-looking woman. That's not being a simp, just admiring beauty. But at the end of the day, as men, it's harder on us because you're gonna find a woman who says, "I want a man who makes six figures." You make six figures, she leaves you, and then the next woman is gonna say, "I want a man who makes $1 million." It's like, okay, I need another 10, 20 years to make $1 million, and then you'll find another woman who wants $1 billion. The pressure is hard on us.
Probably.
Are men typically born with the muscles, money, and status that attract most women?
No, those are all things that like need to be acquired and worked towards. You're never just like born perfect. You have to work for your achievements and your success.
So wouldn't the pressure be greater for men?
I plead the fifth.
Yes,
I plead
she
the
knows the
fifth.
truth.
I would say the pressure is greater for men to be successful, and it's easier to be beautiful than it is to be successful
Why do you
Yeah,
feel
because you
that
can
way?
just put some makeup.
because you can buy beauty these days.
Facts.
Every man I have ever met in my life has had a shred of depression, thinking that they're not good enough, that they have to be, the best and provide. So many women that I've met, they want to be pretty and they want to find a man that's successful. Men grow up and that's their dream, is to be successful.
Are men typically born with the muscles, money, and status that attract most women?
No, absolutely not. Some get muscular and make a lot of money just so they can get women.
Why don't more women use their intellect and personality to attract men?
I think because they automatically assume that beauty will attract them, and that's all that they need.
Because when you first meet somebody, you have to make a first impression very quickly, and it's hard to display intellect and personality just right off the bat. So it's like, again, someone out in the wild, it's the wild animals. They just go for what they see.
Why do guys say they want good girls but are attracted to sluts, while girls say they want good guys but are attracted to players?
Because sluts are easy and players are easy as well.
I disagree. I don't think men are attracted to sluts. I think men are attracted to beauty. Right? So a woman could be beautiful and a slut, or could be beautiful and not a slut. Right? So men are attracted to beauty, whether she's a slut or not. Now, it so happens they may think that the quote unquote slut is easier to get, right? But at the end of the day, it's the beauty that pulls them in first. Whereas for women, it's usually going to be the success of a man, or the bad boy, the characteristics, rather than just the beauty of a man, but more of his characteristics.
It's all about the ego and something that's forbidden. I think that people like to have fun with people that are promiscuous, but they don't want to marry them.
Well, me, myself, I want to be a stay-at-home wife and mother. So I feel like I need to be with someone who can afford my needs and wants.
How do you think you would feel if you were no longer judged on your looks and personality, but instead based on how much money you had?
I think I would feel shitty.
So why do women often give advice to just be yourself, or it's what's on the inside that counts, instead of advising men to increase their wealth and status, if that's what so many women are attracted to?
Good question. Because they
I
want the
think
money.
because at the end of the day, what they're attracted to is what's behind the money, and that's what they
Facts.
can get.
Because
Yeah, they are attracted to the provision. At the end of the day, they claim, "Oh, just be yourself. You don't need money. Oh, I like a man with personality." But there's so many homeless guys with personality. They never choose those guys.
wealth and status are ultimately, they're going to attract someone initially, but to keep somebody, it's going to be about what's inside truly. And that's what's going to make a relationship last.
What's the most desirable female body type amongst men?
Slim thick.
What's the most desirable male body type amongst women?
She's right.
I feel like it varies. I like a muscular man.
She's
I
a
think a
freak.
man with broad shoulders is
Muscles.
fine.
Is it harder to grow muscles or just not overeat?
Ooh,
It's harder to not overeat.
is it hard? I think overeat.
She's right, man. It's tough because I love food, right? I go to the gym. That's easy. It's an hour. But now you go to gym for an hour and then you have the rest of 23 hours in the day to try not to overeat. Because I love food for actually one of the one of the reasons I go to the gym is because I love food. And I know if I just keep eating, I know workout, I'm gonna blow up. So she's right. Overeating is so hard to do.
Is it harder to grow muscles or just not overeat?
I think it's harder. Hold on, let me think about that. Is it harder to grow muscles or harder to not eat? Is that the question?
Is it harder to lose weight or gain height?
I mean, it's impossible to gain height after a certain age unless you go to a crazy surgery, which I don't know if those are successful.
So are beauty standards harder for young men or for young women?
I'd say it's about a 50-50. It depends on the man and how hard he's trying, and it also
No,
depends on the
true.
woman and how hard she's trying. Women can get surgeries and stuff like that, and men are doing other things that might just be as hard as surgeries.
You know, right now in this era, in this day and age, it's definitely the BBL, it's definitely the big, luxurious women, the very curvy, but I see it like fading out. Like a lot of people like the natural, and natural will always be a thing. Our women, we're born beautiful, we're born with what we have, and that will always be a thing forever.
When first meeting guys, who would you find more attractive? The man who clearly has more of an abundant sex life or the man who hasn't gotten laid in a long time?
I think that right off the bat, women are probably going to go for the more promiscuous guy because he just has that kavorka.
Yeah,
Which
he
one
has
is
the
more
pull.
likely to cheat?
Definitely the more promiscuous men.
So why do women complain about men being cheaters when women typically date men who are more likely to cheat?
I think that
Facts.
a lot of women want to be the girl that changes him and makes him faithful.
Might be the guy that hasn't gotten laid in a long time too. If he gets a little bit of attention, they start going crazy.
Well, the men that don't get coochie, will go for any coochie. So I would say the ones that don't get coochie.
That's not true. If he doesn't get coochie, that means majority of women don't see him. So he may go for anything that gives him a chance, but that's because out of the 100 shots he takes, he's only going to get one. And that one he gets, usually he doesn't even want it. He just takes it because it's a slow Tuesday night. So usually the guy who gets more attention from women, he's going to be high on a higher chance of cheating rather than the guy who never gets coochie. So she's wrong.
Why do women often complain about loyalty when they're more likely to choose men who have more options to cheat?
I think that girls want what other girls want.
Would men prefer good sex with an experienced woman or bad sex with an inexperienced woman?
They definitely prefer the good sex, good experienced woman.
I've
Yeah,
met
but long term. I hope he can ask long term.
guys that love to have sex with girls that don't know very much so they can take complete control. I think it just depends on certain men. Some men
That's true.
love dumb women and just taking control in the bedroom. Some guys love girls taking over.
But when did a woman not knowing how to have sex be considered dumb? Just because she's not for the street, she's dumb? It's funny how women characterize themselves.
So what's the difference between being experienced versus being ran through?
Good question.
Oh, I don't think there is a difference.
Experience, you know what you're doing, ran through. You just taking it. You're just taking it.
You can have one long partner and you can be experienced, or you
That's
can
true.
just be slinging that
streets.
thing around.
I like her, man. I like her energy. Like you can tell she would be a good vibe to hang out with, or to clap them cheeks. But anyway, what do you guys think about that? I just wanted to review my first. It's complicated channel. Nice interviews, nice questions. They get the women thinking. So I'll link down the link down below to the video so you guys can go complete it. All right.